breakfast, no, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot, look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, done.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
First down, Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
Lane to run there is Fournette, able to get about 7 on first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Tom Brady, of course, a member of the Bucs now, but it was these Giants who were his Super Bowl nemesis. Twice they were able to take down Brady's Pats in Super Bowls 42 and 46.
Brady now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target.
And now it's second down. Now Leonard Fournette. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
53-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
37-yard line.
Saquon Barkley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 34. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there's no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
10 yards on the pickup.
To throw again on second down. Jones, they'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. This is caught, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
TJ Logan on the return. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Brady's throw there complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle made there by Kyler Fackrell.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Throwing on second down. Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Rob Gronkowski, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. And he'll bang that one through.
The score, Buccaneers 10, Giants 7. Bradley Pinion.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. A first down carry for Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
47-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, and it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Gano's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down, Tampa Bay.
From the gun, it's Brady. Got a man. It's the rookie Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
First down, Buccaneers.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Now Fournette. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Brady. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Succop's kick is good. And the Bucs take a
Game dumb as hell.
No problems in the field goal department so far.
Game dumb as hell.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They run with Barkley on first down, and he gets about 5 out of it.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. From the 31, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Going up top. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Operating from the gun, Brady. Open man, he completes it to Judy.
Brady's pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd and inches at the 46.
This is a look.
This is Fournette.
Yeah, I traded Mike Evans.
Down at the 45-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Now you got some players on your team.
An invitation for an offensive coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first
Hey, that's a strong ass. You think of this normally scheme?
Stay with who you know and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Brady. Man open left side is Brown. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Marquise Brown with touchdown.
To be honest, bro, it's just Brady. Brady's so overpowered in the game is crazy. He throw the ball perfect every time.
That touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the
Yeah, he threw this on perfect.
that is, they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Incomplete.
This guy crazy.
Hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles. Come get some, come on, come get some. Here, Lord. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Back.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Again, it's Barkley.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
At the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house.
Yeah, that was ass.
Buccaneer TD. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Score Buccaneers 27, Giants 10.
Let's get this comeback.
Bradley Pinion the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
I got you. Mike 5-4.
From the gun, Jones flushed out right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's Jones. Back to the air on 2nd down. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing it.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is now 24. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
This is Barkley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now Jones. Off play action. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Jones now throwing again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Shepard. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Operating from the gun. Jones eluding the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. From the gun, Jones. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Carlton Davis picks it past the 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
For the point after.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Jones to throw again, escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, It's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Brady going to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And his kick is good.
The score, Buccaneers 48, Giants 10.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And running with power here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run good for 24 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
From the 38, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
But they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
54, right there. 54 Mike. They can't hang with us. Switch.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's caught. Shepard. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Here's Jones on 1st down. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down, here's Barkley, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. The Giants on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And this is caught.
Oh, get the hell!
Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Oh, no.
Congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
High school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
That's crazy for real.
Extra point try, good by Gano, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Blake Martinez, 2nd in the league in tackles last year, gets another there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
He's scared. Right there. 54, right there.
From the gun, Brady throwing deep for Galladay. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
And 6 yards to go.
Let's go, defense.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Here comes Pettis on the return. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Jones. Out to the right here to Shepard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Jones now throwing on first down. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now after the play, oh man, it's Barkley who appears to be shaken up. He's down. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Jones off the play fake. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Throwing again on second down. Jones, that's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
At the 14-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Brady going to look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They were trying to go to Brown once again, but now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tampa Bay, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Giants, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.